these viruses that we're seeing evolve, catching right now are probably a biological inevitability. We see this with influenza from year to year, and that's why we have to update the vaccine from year to year. And sometimes there are major changes, sometimes minor changes. Again, that's something that we do traditionally for influenza. So I think that, again, it shouldn't catch us off guard necessarily, but we do need to have a national program for continuing to look at these viruses. We need to have a global program to also look for these viruses, because we may not find them initially come out of the US, as in this case, we're seeing one that evolved out of the UK, another one out of South Africa, and another one that we're watching out of Brazil. But there are probably more. There will continue to be more over time, and we just need to be smart as scientists to look globally for these viruses. So that's one thing. So these viruses, why are they so important? They have mutations in that spike protein, which is such an important part of that virus that helps it to interact and to infect the human. And if there are more mutations that allow it to become more transmissible, which is what some of these viruses are demonstrating, that they are more transmissible, then that means more humans will be infected. The good news is that it's not resulting right now in more severe disease. So that is at least something that is a bit of a relief to us medical and in the scientific community, because we're not seeing more risk of hospitalization or death with these viruses. But there is the potential with more mutations that they may be able to mutate so that our therapeutics and the vaccines that we're just starting to deploy now may not be as effective. Now, I don't think that any of these viruses have demonstrated that the vaccines that we have are ineffective. But over time, if we have more and more mutations, that is really the risk. And that's why we watch these very closely.